Like clockwork, it has been some time since our last visit through the Somnium files. But with the recent announcement of the game's sequel, the Nirvana Initiative, I'm back and more motivated than ever to finish off the ARG coverage before we begin coverage of the actual game. Once again, I want to thank the the Somnium Files wiki for compiling the information of the game, including Ota and Aset's 2 Twitter accounts. And now, to summarize. Iris Sagan is an online idol who is under the Lemniscate talent agency run by Renju Okiura. We follow in Iris's antics with videos like her introductory music video, her favorite mascots and candies, and even telling ghost stories in abandoned amusement parks at night. We get a healthy dose of mythological allusions, thematic ties to reflections, and even in-universe analog to the Illuminati by the secret devil-worshipping cult of Nicelots. While Iris discusses the no-good antics of DICE, we get video interference implying that they are watching and censoring her broadcast. We also get the viewpoint of Ota Matsushita, Iris' #1 fan and lewd content connoisseur. During the events of GDC 2019, Iris goes missing when she was expected to show up. Ota goes on the search for Iris and discovers hidden messages on a cryptic upload of Iris' YouTube channel that leads him to a fishery in the Okura warehouse district. When Ota arrives, he finds the warehouse completely empty. But a new video uploaded to Iris' channel reveals a horrifying murder scene set up by a figure in a giant polar bear costume. A saw blade tears through Iris' abdomen, and we see that her left eye has been gouged out. As GDC comes to a close, we see Iris beginning to upload again, although some subtle differences in her opening, editing, and general style lead us to all assume that an imposter is taking over the channel. Some new videos are made showing off some more locations in the Somnium files, such as the Advanced Brain Investigation Squad HQ, and even the inside of someone's dream, dubbed a Somnium. In looking through the imposter's Somnium, we get terrifying imagery and real disturbing confirmation the Iris we're seeing is not the same as we've started with. And then suddenly, Iris seems to return, and for a little bit, things return to a sort of normal. She begins to tempt fate once again by talking about the Cyclops serial killer, but then shifts into a Let's Play preview of the Somnium files, where we see a snippet of the game where Date rushes off to the fishery warehouse, where he finds Iris' corpse, bringing us back to the murder video. Strangely though, he finds Ota's dead body inside the polar bear outfit. Now, after that long-winded summary out of the way, we resume. Iris puts out a tweet that she and Ota are fine after the events of the Let's Play video, but are looking into why the video ended the way it did. This leads Iris to publicly calling out Uchikoshi about it. Uchikoshi answers in the most Uchikoshi way by asking Iris if she's seen Avengers Endgame, and makes reference to Doctor Strange not saying anything. The reference Uchikoshi is making here is a bit misleading, as the specific situation he's talking about takes place in the prequel to Endgame, Infinity War, but the basic gist of the reference is Avengers spoilers! In Avengers Infinity War, Doctor Strange has the ability to foresee possible futures. In the climax of the movie before the event everyone knows about, Strange is said to have seen 14,605 futures, but only one where the Avengers are able to stop and defeat Thanos, the Mad Titan. He is cryptic about this information, and seemingly makes it infinitely easier for Thanos to conquer the universe by offering up the Time Stone, one of the most powerful objects in existence, seemingly with zero resistance. Now, it's revealed in Endgame that this action was necessary to create the future where the Avengers are able to reassemble, regather the Infinity Stones, and take the fight directly to Thanos and win. The lesson here is that actions, even if they seem to go against the desired result, can sometimes be the only thing ultimately leading to the desired result. And Uchikoshi is saying that here, even though we see Iris and Ota dead, this action here is necessary for whatever the desired result is for the Somnium files. So don't worry about it, Ota. You're serving the greater good. It's fine! Ota does not think this is fine, as he now joins the hashtag Uchikoshi is over party parade, and we get the following tweet chain. This response here basically confirms that this event we see in this video take place in 2019, November to be specific. This fact here is going to be very important when I go to theorize and eventually cover the Nirvana initiative, so keep this fact in the back of our minds. Iris vows then to do some digging on her own alongside Ota. In the early morning of May 21st, Ota begins talking about a topic heavy on his mind. It's on the topic of George and Aubrey Herbert and the discovery of the tomb of King Tutankhamun. George Herbert, otherwise known as George Edward Stanhope Molyneux Herbert, 5th Earl of Carnarvon, was an English aristocrat who was the financial backer behind the excavation of King Tut's tomb and launched modern Egyptology into the spotlight. Howard Carter was the lead excavator and the lead in the search of the Valley of the Kings beginning in 1914. The search itself was interrupted due to the First World War, but it resumed near the end of 1917. The search continued until 1922, where George became dissatisfied with the lack of results. He discussed and ultimately agreed to one last search in the Valley of the Kings. It was a near fruitless effort until discovery was made on November 4th when the group's young water boy accidentally revealed the top of a flight of stairs cut into the bedrock, revealing the entrance to a tomb. Word was immediately sent out to George Herbert via telegram, and 2.5 weeks later he landed course in Egypt to see the discovery his team had found. Word was sent to the official of the Egyptian Department of Antiquities on the next day. The tomb's doors were secured until the official could arrive and join them in entering the tomb for the first time. However, this move was ultimately made null when George, his daughter Evelyn, Howard Carter, and Carter's assistant Arthur Callender made an unauthorized visit to the innards of the tomb, becoming the first people in modern times to enter. Legend has it that those that entered King Tutankhamun's tomb, whether they be a friend or foe, would be subject to an awful death by the curse of the pharaoh. Come March the next year, Herbert would be afflicted by a severe mosquito bite that would later be torn open while he was shaving. The combination led to Herbert suffering from blood poisoning, leading to pneumonia until his death a month later. Legends immediately began to spread, as rumors of the mummy's curse spread like wildfire. Aubrey Herbert was the brother of George, and had too passed away from blood poisoning not 5 months after his brother, which only fueled the flames of the curse even further. However, taking even a single look at the situation of why he got blood poisoning, it is easy to dispel the rumors of such a curse. Aubrey was unfortunately afflicted with terrible eyesight, so much so to the point that by his 40s he was nearly fully blind. Do you want to know what medical advice our fine fair Mr. Herbert took? The mad lad removed his fucking teeth in hopes it would cure his blindness. His chompers, his dental dudes, his mouthy munchers. Anyway, Carter didn't die of blood poisoning like our fine chaps here, but he did face a circumstance which is linked to a legend of the curse of the mummy. When sending a messenger back to his home, the messengers come across a terrifying scene of Carter's pet canary being devoured by an Egyptian cobra. Oda makes reference to this in his final tweet in the thread and likens the cobra to the snake adorned on King Tutankhamun's mask, Urias, the rearing cobra that would strike at enemies of the pharaoh. Also note here that Urias is the symbol for the goddess Wadjet, as in the Eye of Wadjet. Next, moving back to the Lemniscate channel, on May 23rd we get That Time I Got Forced to Do Impressions by an Egyptian God. That is quite a title. I will say, both this and the next episode aren't wholly relevant to the story of the ARG at large, with the exception of the featuring the Egyptian gods Horus and Bastet. Other than that, they seem to be fun videos I recommend checking out if you're interested in some fun ad-lib time. On the 28th of May, Ota tweets how, while things seem to be returning to normal, there is still something that's bothering him. That he saw all the events of the playthrough, and his journey to the cold storage warehouse happened, yet Iris is unable to understand any of it. Next up on the next day is the second video I mentioned before, where Iris is spirited away by Bastet and does some more ad-lib shenanigans to determine her future, but it's revealed to be just for fun. Early June is when we get the next video, which is promised Q&A session from fans. I'll do some editing here to show as much as I can with the actual questions and answers.
Good evening, good morning, and hello! It's the brand new star of the net world, Tessa, aka Aset! You bet! Do you remember that announcement I made a while back? Thank you for your questions! I don't think I can get to all of them, but I'll answer as many as I can.
Well, shall we begin?
Who are you?
It would be difficult to do this by yourself, wouldn't it?
What?
Let's begin.
Question!
Have you seen what I've been up to since GDC?
Answer!
What? Could you be my doppelganger?
Question!
Betray or ally, which would you choose?
Answer!
I believe in Bombchu! Ally!
Question!
What do you think of Ota?
Answer!
He's a very special friend.
Question!
Opinion on polar bears?
Answer!
Stop global warming!
Question!
We've seen you playing Zonky Zero, but what is your favorite game series? Also, who is your fave Zero Escape character?
Answer!
I like the Zero Escape series too! My favorite character is Kyle!
Question!
Do you know any games that are currently being worked on, or will Spike not allow you to talk about them?
I know about the game the Somnium Files. I mean, I was lucky enough to get the very exclusive chance to play it earlier. But what I didn't get the chance to mention in my Let's Play video is that Ota's mom... I would love to talk more about that if I got the chance.
Question!
What inspired your choreography and lyrics for Invincible Rainbow Arrow?
It's a secret. I think Ota knows the details. I remember him writing something about it on Twitter.
Question!
Does Ota stand a chance? Hashtag wink wink.
Answer!
Probability-wise, I'd say e to the I pi plus 1.
Question!
How did you come up with your catchphrase, unless I get abducted or something?
Answer!
When I was watching that show with Giorgio Tsoukalos.
Question!
If you could be an actor in a movie, what sort of role would you want to play?
Answer!
I would take any part, even if it's an alien or a sewer mutant.
Question!
What's your thoughts on the Fermi paradox?
Answer!
Aliens have already visited Earth. I'm pretty sure I've seen one at Marble.
Question!
What do you think about Schrodinger's cat?
Answer!
Nya, 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 nya.
Question!
What's your favorite sport?
I like all sports, really. Baseball, soccer, basketball, tennis, figure skating, everything. Playing-wise, I like dance, track, and maybe sumo.
Question!
What would be your ideal date?
Answer!
Stay in, order pizza, and play video games. Woo! I'm feeling it!
Question!
Do you think life is unfair?
Answer!
It is! Like spilling coffee on yourself when you're wearing your favorite outfit. Or when it starts to rain and you don't have an umbrella. Or getting invited to a pizza party when you're just about to start your diet. Totally unfair!
Question!
What do you usually do when you aren't recording videos?
Answer!
Sometimes I play those Battle Royale video games with Mizuki. Or watch that TV show with the dragons and magic. Oh, or the one about that hacker that works for a cybersecurity company. Now, look at this! You sent me drawings! No, thank you so much, everyone. I love all of them. Here, take a look. Peace. I look so cute. Oh, that's bad. So fashionable. Is this Mizuki? I know this. You do that with this thingy and then that part. Amazing. Oh, Chibi, so cute. Oh, Ota's looking good. Very nice. This is Ota? Really? Me and Mizuki! So cute! Wow, nice thighs! How cool! Everyone is so good! Thanks to all my fans! I love these so much! Now let's get back to the comments!
Question!
What attraction do you like at theme parks?
Answer!
I like the one where you talk to the sea turtle at that famous park.
Question!
Your nickname is your name in reverse, right? How did you come up with that?
Answer!
Well, I didn't actually come up with it. My fans did. As for my slogan and stuff, my producer, Chikoshi, came up with it. So, I don't know.
Question!
Your Let's Play was cute and fun to watch. I have 2 questions. If you were to compare yourself to an animal, what would it be? Second question is, what is your favorite urban legend? I'll keep on supporting you.
Answer!
An animal. I think a porpoise. Favorite urban legends are the Mandela Effect and the Bohemian Grove. You should Google it.
Question!
Hi, Tessa. I have a question. Do you like anime? What is your favorite?
Answer!
Yes, I like anime too. I have too many favorites to pick just one, but I like the one where the guy mind controls someone with his eye, the space cowboy one, the near future cop one where they catch latent criminals, the one about going on a journey to collect 12 swords, the girls in a band one, the alchemist one, the robot one where people from space and Earth fight, the one about a book lover that fights with paper, the Society for the Study of Modern...
The Let's Play was super fun. I have a question for Tessa. What genre of games do you play usually? What game do you want to play the most right now? I would like to see the Let's Play for this game. I'm rooting for you.
I'll play any genre of game. Action, RPGs, adventure. Recently, I've been hooked on Shovel Forge. It's a sandbox game. If I have the chance, I'll do a Let's Play for it.
I want to see more Tessa Let's Plays. Is there any chance that you'll be collaborating with any VTubers?
Thank you so much! I want to do more Let's Plays too! Am I allowed to do collabs? Please, Spike Chunsoft! I want to! Talking by yourself is pretty hard, you know? Please, Uchikoshi!
I have a question. What are urban legends and cryptids you like?
My favorite urban legends are the Mandela Effect and the Bohemian Grove. My favorite cryptid is Kushi, living in Lake Kusharo in Hokkaido.
Tessa is Uchikoshi in disguise, right? You wouldn't say, he can be my husband unless it's you. Just kidding, sorry. Please don't get mad at me.
Yes, of course!
Tessa's taste in games is too good. Will you be continuing to do Let's Play videos? I am always looking forward to your weekly videos.
Thank you very much! I want to do more Let's Plays too! I want to! Spike Chun! Let me do more Let's Plays! Please, Uchikoshi!
What do you usually do on your live streams?
If you have requests for what kind of stream I should do, please let me know! I'll do anything as long as it's okay with the agency. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know! I'll be waiting for everyone's comments! Okay, that's enough for today! Thank you, everyone! And I'll definitely be uploading weekly, so keep your eyes open and stay tuned! Unless I get abducted or something. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you don't subscribe, you'll make me so aggro! Thank you for watching! See ya!
Okay, so for these three here, she's referencing Ancient Aliens, a documentary-style show that tackles the mysteries behind extraterrestrial life. Game of Thrones, the fantasy show adapted from George R.R. Martin's Song of Ice and Fire book series, and Mr. Robot. Next, we get some information on some interesting topics. First, we get 2 mentions of the Bohemian Grove, which, if we remember all the way back from the first part of this series, Uchikoshi has a tendency to list the various inspirations he uses in the stories he writes. And with this game, he is no different. Over the course of the next few weeks, he discloses that Project Sync will likely involve the concept of communitarianism, or the philosophy that people are shaped by the environments around them. Similarly, Uchikoshi has revealed that the concept of the Bohemian Grove will also likely feature in the game at large. The Bohemian Grove is a place where, to put it bluntly, rich assholes go to hang out and commit illegal acts outside of the eye of the law. The Fermi paradox is also mentioned twice here. It's the apparent contradiction between the lack of evidence of extraterrestrial life and comparably variously high probabilities that if extraterrestrial life did exist, there would be some observable evidence, as such it relates to the scale of the universe. The Mandela effect is commonly touted as evidence of the multiple universe/universe fusion theories. The basic gist is that certain groups of people tend to remember the events of the past differently, enough so that it's posited that the groups that remember the same events wrong come from an alternate universe that fused with our own, where the fact they remembered was true. The name of this concept comes from Nelson Mandela, a South African political leader and philanthropist, whose public memory seems to be split on whether he died when he was imprisoned in the 1980s, when in reality he lived until 2013. Other examples of the Mandela effect include the spelling of the children's books The Berenstein Bears being Berenstein, or if the Pokemon Pikachu had originally been designed with a black-tipped tail. And finally, Schrodinger's cat. Funnily enough, I've already talked at length about this topic way back in the day during the Ben Drown Explained series, so I'll refer back to that real quick. In various fields, this kind of idea is closely related to what is called quantum suicide. The thought experiment involves similar thoughts relating to Schrodinger's cat. I'll try to explain it as simply as I can. Schrodinger's cat is a cliché among itself, but I recognize that it's a very specific cliché, and we're talking about a haunted Zelda game, so I'll do an explanation anyway. Let's say you take a box and you put a cat inside. Editor's note, please don't put cats in boxes, or do anything with this thought experiment in real life. It's a thought experiment. That's abusive and makes you a sick fuck. Anyway, inside this box there's a mechanism that's rigged to, after a minute, run a 50% chance of filling the box with poisonous gas that will kill the cat. The supposed existence of the multiple worlds theory, or alternate timelines, guarantees that there is a timeline where the cat lives and a timeline where the cat dies. And you cannot know which is valid until you open the box yourself. But until you open the box, the cat inside is in a state of quantum flux. A phrase here which means it's constantly alive and dead, but also constantly neither alive nor dead. It's changing constantly until the box is opened and it's determined which timeline. That's Schrodinger's cat in a nutshell, or in a box. Quantum suicide goes one step further. This experiment puts the observer inside the box with the cat as sort of a hypothetical watchman. They're unaffected by the poison. As the observer watches the first iteration to see if the cat either lives or dies personally. The rate of either happening is 50%. Now, no matter what happened inside the first iteration, whether the cat lived or died, the many worlds theory would then prove that in some other timeline, the other result happened in place of the first one that currently did. Say the cat died in the first iteration. Well, that's awfully tragic. But that means in timeline 2, the cat survives. Happy ending for everyone, right? Unfortunately, no. The cat's still inside the box. And in another minute, another decision will be made if the cat lives or dies. If it lives, then in timeline 3, it dies. If it dies, then in timeline 3, it lives. Do you see the pattern yet? There are a near infinite number of multiple universes under many worlds theory. That means, theoretically, there is a universe where this cat lives inside this box for 10 million years, and never dies of old age, never dies of hunger, never dies of the poison gas. In 10 million years, the cat still remains in the box. Even after 1 year, imagine how many minutes would go by where that machine fired a blank. And yet, according to quantum suicide, that cat will still exist in some other universe. Now, that's all interesting, but what does it mean for the spooky Zelda game where lads wear green and small boys drown?
And now we get to the real meat of the research, assigning the anime to their general descriptions as given by Iris. Here we go. Code Geass, Cowboy Bebop, Psycho Pass, Katanagatari, K-On, Full Metal Alchemist, Gundam, Read or Die, Genshiken, Sword Art Online, Durarara, Gatama got reincarnated as a slime, Ruran High School Host Club, My Hero Academia, Yo Masushi Pedal, Kuroko's Basketball, One Punch Man, Hikaru no Go, Fate, A Certain Magical Index, Love Live School Idol Project, Yuri on Ice, Kimono Friends, The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Steins Gate, Mr. Osamatsu, Ranma 1/2, Fist to the North Star, Mushishi, Sailor Moon, Spirited Away, Attack on Titan, Akira, ReZero, The Rising of the Shield Hero, The Promised Neverland. Oh boy, I want to feel that one in the morning. And this part here about Iris' favorite Zero Escape character. This is something I'm going to be talking about way more whenever I cover the Nirvana Initiative. Oh boy. Next week, we get a dance video featuring Ota and Mizuki Okiura, Renju Okiura's daughter, dancing to the Invincible Rainbow Arrow. And a neat piece of trivia with this white horsewoman, who is really now Shiraka, who is Iris' Japanese voice actress. Next week, we get another Light on Story video detailing the limited and Day 1 editions of the Somnium files, alongside an announcement that Iris is going to be appearing in person at Anime Expo alongside Uchikoshi and the game's lead artist, Yusuke Kozaki. Things go as expected, and another week passes relatively normally. Now, on June 26th, we get quite an eventful day. I'm just going to let it play out, and I'll recoup with you after.
Uchikoshi sent me this ridiculous message the other day. Listen this. Tessa, you don't have many friends, and if this keeps up, people will think you have a bad personality. So work on your communication skills as an idol. I have a lot of friends. There's Mizuki and Ota. The white horse person. See? Look, that's 3 right there. Okay, I can see how this looks. Is it bad to only have a few friends? Once you grow up, it's hard to make lasting friendships. Can you really say that you've made friends outside of work? Yeah, it's not so bad. I'm doing all right. Ah! That surprised me! A call from Uchikoshi! I'm gonna settle this right now! Hello? Aset!
これ私。あれ？何これ？
Huh? Who are you?
私は、おはようの人もこんにちはの人もこんばんは。ネット界の揮発性妖媒、アセトンこと A セットです。
Good evening, good morning, and hello! It's the brand new star of the net world, Tessa, aka Aset! You bet!
なんだこれ
What? This is amazing!
内越プロデューサーから着信があったから出てみたら。
Yeah, me too! Uchikoshi called me!
せっかくだし、少しお話ししない？
Of course!
どこに住んでるんですか？
I live in Tokyo with my mom.
私も。
Uchikoshi sent me a message earlier about needing to make more friends.
私も。
Do you have friends?
いるよ。みずきちゃんとおうたん。
Mizuki. Yeah, me too.
あなたは誰？
I have the same question.
YouTube のチャンネルとか持ってますか？私、そこで活動してるんです。
Yeah, I have one too!
見ていいですか？これも同じ。じゃない！チャンネル登録者数が全然違う！
Yeah, it's different! We're different! Have you met Uchikoshi before?
この前 GDC 行った時も結局代理みたいな人に内越は忙しくて会えないって言われたし、実はまだ一度も会ったことはないです。
Yeah.
でも動画でメッセージを送ってくれたり、この前も特典のことを教えてくれたし、ソムニウムファイルのゲームも送ってくれたし、会ってないけどやりとりはいっぱいしてるよ。
But couldn't the staff at Spike Chunsoft be doing that? It doesn't have to be Uchikoshi.
そうだけど。
Do you trust Uchikoshi?
知ってるよ。もちろん。みんなが私を知ってくれて、私を好きでいてくれてるのも、うちぴーのおかげだもん。
Yeah. In any case, I can't lie to my viewers. I don't know what's going on, but there might be a reason you and I met like this.
あなたと私、すごく似ているけど、少しだけ違う。
Yeah! Can I send a friend request?
いいよ、もちろん。すごい友達ができちゃったな。
This whole thing is kind of creepy, though. Okay, that's enough for today. Thank you, everyone, and I'll definitely be uploading weekly, so keep your eyes open and stay tuned. Unless I get abducted or something. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you don't subscribe, you'll make me so aggro. Thank you for watching. See ya.
So, some of you may think that Aset has finally met her imposter, but this isn't correct actually. Remember, the B-set that we were talking with spoke English, and not Japanese. She is also not as lethargic as B-set was, so realistically, Aceton here is more like a C-set, another reflection of the one we know. There's one more thing I want to bring attention to. In the final frames of this video, we have a QR code here in the place of the picture frame in the background. This QR code brings you to an unlisted secret episode titled A-Set. The description of this video is Morgana, which is a reflection of Anagram.
Good evening, good morning, and hello! It's the brand new star of the net world, Tessa, aka ASET, you bet! Everyone, thank you for watching all of my videos. I've decided to make the next video my last. I wanted to give a special message to everyone watching this. To everyone who found this video, you're all incredible! The reason I'm doing this is... after my Let's Play, I played the Somnium files all the way through, beginning to end. And I found out a lot. About Iris Sagan, the Sync System, the Somnium world, Mr. Okiura, and about Date. But I can't just tell you. And Uchikoshi can't either. You need to see it with your own eyes. You need to find your own answer. One that leads to me. So, I'm looking forward to meeting you all again. This isn't goodbye. Okay, that's enough for today. Thank you, everyone, and I'll definitely be uploading weekly, so keep your eyes open and stay tuned. Unless I get abducted or something. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you don't subscribe, you'll make me so aggro. Thank you for watching. See ya.
Where is my dad? Over on Twitter, Ota begins a new thread questioning the two ASETs, and then questioning his own reality. ASET and Ota both visit the Somnium Files fan Discord, where ASET promotes the game and acts generally corporate, whereas Ota seems to give off more real-feeling messages, continuing his existential depression from before, reaffirming that ASET cannot see anything from where BSET was active. After this, Ota asks on Twitter if people have heard of Maxwell's Demon. Unlike the other ideas Ota introduces, he doesn't go any further with this one. So I shall. Maxwell's Demon is a thought experiment that supposedly breaks Newton's second law of thermodynamics. In short, the idea is that normally, without exerting any work in this case being the expenditure of energy, the levels of entropy between two subjects, in this case two chambers of gas, cannot lower. In the thought experiment, there's a hypothetical demon which controls a door linking the two chambers, and as faster moving molecules approach, the demon will intervene and open the door, allowing the faster molecules inside the second chamber. By this repeated process, the second chamber would, little by little, heat up, as faster moving molecules are by the nature of it hotter. The converse would also make the first chamber cool down, as all that will remain will be the slower moving molecules. This would then be a shift of entropy for both chambers. This thought experiment is commonly seen as commentary on divine intervention and its relationship of a being outside of the normal order to the environment around them. This topic will return for discussion much later on. We get a final tweet thread from Ota talking about the subjectivity of consciousness. This is the last official tweet concerning the runtime of the ARG, but it's not the last time Ota will tweet, as even up to the current day, Ota and ASET will continue to share their opinions on their daily lives with the world. On July 5th, 2019, Spike Chunsoft hosts their Anime Expo panel with Uchikoshi and Kozaki present, alongside ASET set up on a television screen. Here, an edited version of their final video, Graduation, is played.
This week, it's time to view the final ASET video together. Are you guys ready?
Look over Uchikoshi! Good evening, good morning, and hello! It's the brand new star of the net world, Tessa, aka ASET, you bet! Everyone, thank you for watching my videos. I got to where I am today thanks to all your support. Doing all these YouTube videos for you guys might have been the most fun I've ever had in my whole life. I was so happy to get comments from all over the world. I want to meet you all. Maybe do a reservations unknown tour of Tokyo with you. So, actually, this is gonna be my final episode. There's still time before the Somnium Files releases, but
I'm going to stop uploading videos after this. The reason being, I don't have much time left. Because I can't stay young forever. I'm kidding. It is kind of sad. I know! How about a final pop quiz? Hit it! When will the Somnium files release? Answer! September 17th, that's right! Uchikoshi, I announced it, so you gotta keep your promise now. So far, have you chosen the right path? Answer! What's more important than the outcome is that you chose the path you believe in. Do I really exist? Final answer! You are the only one who can really decide that. You feel me through your own eyes and ears. Without you, can I really exist? Because everyone followed my Twitter, because everyone watched my YouTube videos, I am able to exist. And I am so grateful for that. Thank you. You don't have to like my videos. Oh, but I do have one favor to ask. Please don't forget about me. Remember me forever. And just from that, I will... I don't know if I really exist. I don't have that answer. But I do know that you are there, watching me. And I don't know when it's gonna be, but I am looking forward to the day that we see each other again. Okay, that's enough for today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you don't subscribe, you'll make me so aggro. And for the last time, thank you for watching. See ya. And I don't know when it's gonna be, but I am looking forward to the day that we see each other again. That was just one ending. But through all this I've learned, there's always more than one. The new path begins right here! Goody? Teacups that are flying, on maps that supply you. You'll think that I'm lying, this old tale of mine. A journey through time. A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires, you've seen in your eyes. You've seen in your mind. While the old bow their heads, while the blind lead the blind, the marble will lose its shine. The eye clouds by design, but we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist all of your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light.
Everyone, please give a warm welcome to ASET. Actually, this is Jackie Lastra. She is ASET Iris Sagan's voice actress. This is her.
And with that, the events of Lemniscate, the Somnium Files ARG is complete.
And the next time, we'll be tackling the events of the game and be relating it to the events of the ARG itself. That's all for me. If you like my content, you can check out my YouTube. You can check out all the other kinds of content I have here. I have my own Discord server for my ARGs. And you can check out my Twitter in the description as well.
Be sure to keep your eyes open and beware of false idols.